Hey Internet, it's Jake from Mini Terrain Domain, and this is Skymetal Iron Gods. This is Chapter 1, Fires of Creation, Part 16. And, as I recall, last session, which was a month ago, we left off mid-combat, which is always fun, so we get to come back to that, but I'll leave that to Vi to handle in just a moment after a couple of quick announcements. Um, I'm going to make these quick. Boom. Up here, we got domain relics. Domain relics are the domain tomes of, or domain dice rather, of this particular game. Domain dice are a way that you, the viewer, can have an impact on the game simply by subscribing, resubscribing, gifting subs, tipping $5, cheering 500 bits. All of those things will earn us domain relics that we can use for a handful of perks, such as rerolling, gaining advantage, or making our game master reroll. Let's see if I got it right this time. There it is. That's what these ones do. But if we want to force the DM to reroll, we need to spend 5 of those. So you got to really, really want that. As a matter of fact, we have one because of Karen's 62 months of subscribing. Up there almost as many months as Tamiko. But that 62 months, that's over 5 years of subscribing. So thank you for the relic, but also just thank you for subscribing every month since pretty much since we launched or since we made affiliate. That's really cool. Let's see. We've got this game tonight and ostensibly every other Tuesday, except when we don't because of various reasons. We're all adults. We have lives. Things get in the way sometimes. But otherwise, normally this game is every other Tuesday. On Thursdays, you can tune in for our Kids on Bikes. Welcome to Paradise Academy. It's our second season. We are in the middle of a unique arc where I, just in the middle of the season, handed the reins over to Jeremy. Since his character got taken out by an EMP, we just all of a sudden said, "Hey, guess what? You're running the show now." So that's fun. That's going to be going on for another week or two, and then I'll wrestle the reins back and continue to torment these kids in 1985 in this mysterious town. But tune in for that, and on Monday nights we are in the home stretch for Scribes and Scrolls. But fret not, for I tell you now, for the first time anywhere, there is something coming after Scribes and Scrolls. You might even see a couple of familiar faces from this game there. It will be a Pathfinder 2e game, and it will be later in the summer. Still taking some time, make sure we get everything set up ahead of time. I'm still learning Pathfinder, and of course, as I'm learning the new system, they create a whole new remastered set of rules. So, hey, learn the rules and then change them. But yes, we do have something already planned to follow Scribes and Scrolls. The audience. We are adults portraying fictitious characters in fantastic settings. You may hear graphic depictions of violence, intense dramatic roleplay, or sensitive topics, including but not limited to divorce, bullying, alcohol, and substance use and abuse, and more. If this is something that doesn't appeal to you, we encourage you to take care of yourself and leave the stream. But I also want to let everybody know that all players have participated in Session 0 where specific lines and veils have been established. Additionally, we have safety tools in place that make sure all players are kept safe and have fun. We use the traffic light system. We encourage you to use Session 0's lines and veils and other safety tools at your own table. For more information, you can check out the TTRPG safety toolkit at the link in the chat, or It's at bit.ly/TTRPG Safety Toolkit, all one word. Seriously, encourage you to use those. Whether you're streaming or not, even just running a home game, it's a good idea to use safety tools to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So the final thing that I want to mention, as we do before every game, is to remind you that you matter. Your presence on this earth makes a difference. Whether you believe it or not, it is true. There can be any number of reasons why things might not be going well. You might be struggling. Maybe you know somebody that needs help. Maybe you need help and you're not sure where to turn. All you got to do is come here, type !help in the chat. Or if you're watching on a VOD later and you don't have that ability, you can just go to the URLs, findahelpline.com, or check out the growing list of resources at takethis.org. We encourage you to check out those websites, bookmark them, save them for yourself, save them for a friend, and remember, you matter. With that, I'm going to turn things over to our game master, Vi.
You are all here in the middle of combat as the party here was dispatching the last of the thylacines that were camped out here in this almost like atrium styled area. You heard a voice, "Oh, the dogs, what's going on?" And immediately more people, orcs and rat folk, emerge from the northmost doors. They see you, intruders as you are, lifting their weapons and joining into the combat. They're going to go ahead and take their turns. A pair of orcs wielding these improvised weaponry made out of machine parts and spare robot limbs lunges forward. They're both able to move up to you, Yrsimagor, seeing you as the biggest threat. You are strong, you are powerful, and you are like them, an orc. They will move up to you and smash and bash you with their weapons.
I just messed up the Owl Bear Rodeo overlay. Go ahead, continue.
Okay.
I will try to figure this out.
Gotcha. Yrsimagor, they both got an 18 to hit you. So I assume that's a hit on.
Yeah, I believe, let me just check. Yep, I'm AC 17.
Yeah, so you'll take 10 points of damage times 2 from these 2 hits for a total of 20 points of bludgeoning damage from these orcs.
Ooh. That, I don't recall. Am I raging? Let me just check. I believe, let me see if I used a rage. Because we had rested before we came into this area, correct?
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let me just double check. Features and traits. Yes, I am raging. So that was 20.
Yep, so divide by 10. Divide by 2 is 10 damage.
There we go. Still not pleasant.
These small rat folk skitter out from the door as well. They level their crossbows and pew, 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 one at each of you. They shoot their bolts. So against Yrsimagor, they get a 10 to hit. Against Veris, they get a 22 to hit. And against Daeralei, they get a 5 to hit. So total, only 1 hit, and that is against Veris. There is no sneak attack here for them. So you take a total of 7 points of piercing damage, Veris, as you catch a crossbow bolt to your shoulder. And it bites into you. With that being said, Veris, it is your turn.
Okay. So, all right. There's a bunch surrounding Yrsimagor.
Yeah, these are thylacine corpses. I will just clean them up.
Yeah.
Make them.
Oops. I'm moving things. Oh no. Sorry. I'm just gonna stop clicking. Veris wants to cast Shatter.
Mm-hmm.
Like here-ish, so that it doesn't hit your Yrsimagor.
It's like a 20. It's 20 foot, right?
10 foot
10.
radius. Yeah.
So you can get one of the rat folk in it as well.
Sweet. Awesome. Yep. That's what he's gonna do. So immediately, Veris takes out this large bell. Well, large to him, probably no more than like a very small little bell. But he throws it with all of his might into the center of the room. And despite being such a small bell, immediately as soon as it hits the ground, it lets out this ricocheting, round, trembling noise. And so they have to make a con saving throw.
Okay, the two orcs. So first orc gets a 11. The second one gets a 20, and the rat folk in the back with the crossbow gets an 11. Not 11, an 8.
Okay,
So only the one orc passes.
The ones that fail
Mhm.
take 10. Sorry, yeah, take 10. The ones that pass take 5.
Okay, perfect.
And then he is going to use one of his bonus actions to give Daeralei bardic inspiration. He says, "I think you have this. I believe in you." He says as he like gives her a little thumbs up with his tiny paws. Yes, D6. Yeah.
Right. Any movement from Veris? Do you scuttle back into the elevator to take cover? Do you want to go anywhere else?
He's just gonna like go here.
Okay, perfect. You have cover from the crossbows in there.
Cool.
Yrsimagor, it is your turn. 2 orcs, your size, come charging at you, smashing you with metal bits. What do you want to do?
Since I am raging, I have my my claws. I'm going to. I think I'm going to. Well, let's see how the first attack goes. I'm going to attack twice, but I might split the attack. I'm going to attack the guy on the left of me first. Let's see. That's okay. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
And then he's going to take 8 plus 2 for raging, so 10 slashing damage.
Right. As a reaction from this attack, this orc getting wounded now, dropping below half hit points, he growls at you and roars at you, taking the blow in stride, as he will enter a rage himself.
Fantastic.
Continue your turn.
Well, I'm I'm going to go ahead and focus on him with the second attack then. Bringing my other claw to bear. I'm going to... I already forgot what our domain tokens do. Our domain things.
Domain relics.
3 to re-roll. I critically fail. It's a natural 1.
You miss your attack, unable to land another blow. As I imagine, like you try to like do a 1-2, and he probably like grabs you now enraged, like he's bleeding out from his chest. You're surprised at how much this orc just like doesn't flinch from this like gaping claw mark in his chest. And he grabs your wrist, and he's like holding it there, and you can feel the bones in your wrist beginning to like crunch, the tendons beginning to ache as he holds your wrist, and you are unable to attack with it for that attack. that was your turn, Yrsimagor?
Yes, I think. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Daeralei, it is your turn.
Seeing these two attack my buddy Yrsimagor, I am going to release a bolt of nothingness. It is the opposite of something. It is nothing. I'm Eldritch Blasting the guy on the left.
Okay, give me that attack roll then, please.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, that's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
The Bardic Inspiration, can that be used on
Only for attack
damage?
rolls.
Okay. So I will save it. Damage is 9 points of force damage. The force?
Yep, Eldritch Blast is forced, yeah.
It's force. And he will get blasted back. I believe it's 10 feet. Where's my spell?
Because of the orc's rage, he will only take half the damage. And he gets blasted back 10 feet. To about there.
Oh, snap. He's resistant to force damage too?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Anything else, Daeralei?
No, I think that's good. I think I'm going to stay where I am and just wait.
All right. This one orc on you, Yrsimagor, attacks you again with this large, almost like this bladed hatchet made out of sharpened scrap Skymetal. Getting an 11 to hit you, which you're able to deflect with your armor. But the other one, raging, charges at you now, unleashing a full-on assault, making 2 attack rolls instead of 1 against you. For a 17 and a 21 to hit.
Yeah, those are both hits.
Both hits. So it's going to be 12 on the first hit and 9 on the second hit for a total of 21 damage.
Reduced to...
Cut in half, you take 10.
You can see that every time I get hit, I'm barely flinching at it, but you can also see the blood that's running freely from these wounds. And I think after this last attack, you see your Yrsimagor stagger a little bit.
The rat folk on the back wall, they kind of fan out to get a better vantage of everyone. And 2 crossbow bolts will hit you, Daeralei, and 1 will go at Yrsimagor. So, Daeralei, 2 attacks against you. Never mind. That's going to be a 7 and a 10 to hit you. The crossbow bolts go stray. He's able to dodge them. But Yrsimagor...
Daeralei doesn't even dodge. She just stands there.
Swing,
As
swing,
they
they go wide. But Yrsimagor, your crossbow bolt lands true against you, getting a 19 to hit you. This crossbow bolt finds a particularly weak and exposed spot because of you being busy in this tangle against these orcs, landing a sneak attack amount of damage, dealing you a total of 12 piercing damage. It's halved down to 6.
Normally a crossbow bolt would barely register on your Yrsimagor. But as this thing hits, you see your Yrsimagor just and actually stagger back even more. Blood is mixing with sweat and pouring freely from your Yrsimagor.
Veris,
I'm still up.
it is your turn.
Veris sees that Yrsimagor might not be doing so hot, bleeding, and you see him scurry out from behind his little corner and race towards Yrsimagor. "I'll protect you, friend," he says as he skids in, or slides in, and is going to cast Cure Wounds on Yrsimagor. my goodness, 8 points.
That'll put me back
He
in the
tried.
double digits.
Yeah, that's his turn.
All right, you said 8 points.
Okay. Then Yrsimagor, it is your turn. You've been refreshed, healed by your small mouse companion. What do you want to do?
Aren't you a friend? And I'm going to try to rip the throat out of that one on my left.
Awesome. Give me that
Raking.
attack roll then, please.
Reeking with claws. That's going to be dirty 20 to hit
That hits.
for a total of 8 plus 2 for raging, so another 10 points.
Which deals 5, putting it to 1.
As
You grab him by the
I
throat.
grab his
you try
throat.
trying to rip it free, but he's like flexing his neck muscles, repelling your claws, like spitting in your face. Ha! You will never take me.
And that's when I raise my other fist and attempt to clock him right in the temple.
All right, give me that attack roll.
You've got to be kidding me. I'm spending 3 domain dice. I rolled another natural 1. I'm spending the 3 domain. Do this math real quick. That off. All right, I'm gonna roll a real die for this one. Okay, I rolled 2 1s. That's an 11. So that's a total of 17 to hit with that second one.
That hits, and I'm assuming you're going to be doing more than 2 points of damage.
I'm going to be doing 8 points of damage. So yes,
Which is enough to reduce this orc to
just
0
a nice
hit points.
slow motion.
One of the tusks gets lodged free, landing, clattering to the Skymetal ground.
As it goes flying, the broken tusk goes flying in slow motion. I'm following it, but I stop as it passes in front of the other orc, as I just crack my knuckles and get ready for another round.
Right.
That is my turn.
Daeralei, it's your turn, Daeralei.
I think it looks like Yrsimagor's got this handled. So Daeralei is going to move 30 feet to those dudes. And I believe that puts me within, 10 feet of them all.
Yep.
At which point I am going to cast Arms of Hadar. I am going to, did I go too far?
You would have triggered an attack of opportunity from this orc.
Okay.
To get
I'll
there.
take it.
To take it? Alright. That will be a 24 to hit, which will deal 9 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay, and then he needs to make a dex saving throw, please.
It's going to be a 10 total.
10 is not good enough, so he is going to take 3d10 fire damage as my body explodes in kind of like this nova of energy. 9 points of fire damage. I rolled really bad.
And so then the rats are getting Arms of Hadar.
Yes, so they need
That's
to
saving
make,
throws, right?
yeah, strength saving throw DC 14.
0 passes.
All right.
They are small and weak, not strong.
They take 10 points of necrotic damage, and they cannot take reactions
Ooh, cool.
until their next turn. Yeah.
One of them succumbs to the necrotic energies that you billow forth, so this void energy, like writhing and like almost like disintegrating. The color vanishing, turning into grays and darks, and crumbles to stardust before your very eyes. The other two look severely weakened by this attack.
That is everything. I have used everything. Action,
All right.
bonus action, move, and reaction. So we're all good.
All right. The orcs, the single orc still stands in melee against you, Yrsimagor, trying to use this big metal club against you to break your knees, break your arms, break your ribs, try to bring you down. But gets a 3 for a total of 8 on the attack roll. Again, getting caught probably on like just from the sheer weight of the club, unable to like land a good blow against you. Daeralei, however, these rats, they see that you're a bit too close for ranged weapons. They draw from their belts a pair of knives each as they come in against you, drawing them and slashing at you for 4 attacks total against you. So it's going to be a miss and then a 19 to hit. And then a 12 and a 21. So that sounds like 2 hits, right? Okay, so each of these is going to be sneak attack damage. So it's going to be 14 piercing from the first one and 16 piercing from the second one for 30 piercing total.
So Daeralei looked really brave, dashing in there, you know, exploding in this burst of dark matter. But without them falling, she herself is overwhelmed and falls to the ground.
And then Veris, it is your turn. Daeralei falls. Yrsimagor is trying his best to hold his ground against this last remaining orc. What do you want to do?
Yeah, seeing Daeralei fall, Veris wants to almost like how far? Oh, perfect. Yeah, so he's gonna like bound almost over the dead body of this orc and make his way to Daeralei. Again, in the similar fashion of just racing in, skidding to a halt, and placing his hand upon Daeralei. Veris is going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
Right. You're able to use the movement to kind of skirt around the attack of opportunity here, so I won't have to make you take that. So you can go ahead and do your Cure Wounds.
Nice. 11 points of healing. And is going to look back to Yrsimagor. You have to finish this. Our friend here isn't doing so well, as he is going to give Yrsimagor another bardic inspiration for D6.
And Yrsimagor, it is your turn. Bardically inspired, you see your companion scuttle off, reviving Daeralei. This orc facing against you, trying to break your bones. What do you want to do?
Seeing that Daeralei had fallen and that Veris had rushed to the aid, and hearing Veris's words, I'm going to draw my Riker, my Skymetal longsword. And as I draw it, I'm just going to bring it up kind of in this, pushing it on it to push it up into this orc, right into his face. That is a 19 on the die. So that's going to be a 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 8. Or sorry, no, because that's two-handed. Oh, yes, I rolled the d10. So that's 8 plus 5 is 13, plus the 2 for raging, that's a 15.
The orc, as a reaction to being dropped below half hit points, enters a rage himself. But this time, this is an exasperated, a tired one. This is a on the brink of life and death kind of rage. Your blow just cut into this orc's shoulder, like lodged into like just the meat, of the shoulder area, the muscles. You have to like dislodge it to get your bearing once more. The orc's arm like doesn't work anymore because you've severed an important tendon. But he's entered his blood fury. Anything else on your turn?
I don't believe I can. No,
Okay.
nothing else.
All right, Daeralei, it is your turn. You are prone on the ground, having just been revived by Veris. What do you want to do?
Well, first, I'd like to get up, and I would like to blast one of these guys. Now, I believe I'm at disadvantage
You are
because
at a disadvantage because of melee. Yep.
yeah. So I will roll to hit. We're going to do the one that's straight north of.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Just a second. 9 and 4 is 13. So my
13
lowest
hits.
is 13. Oh, nice.
13 hits.
So 6 points of force damage, and I blast it back into the wall because it deserves it.
This slays the rat folk, blasting him back with void energy.
And that is, I do that, and then I turn and face the other one, ready for its hit. That's all I can do.
The orc against Yrsimagor makes 2 desperate, furious attacks with these improvised metal weapons. Bash, bash. But again, the balance is off. The pain is surging. That's a 7 and an 11 to hit. Both of these are unable to give you harm. This last rat folk against you, Daeralei, tries again, skirting around, trying to find where you're weak to stab you twice with 2 brutal jabs. Getting a pair of 17s on the die for 2 21s to hit. Which is going to be 3 piercing and then 3 piercing for 6 piercing total. Because this rat does not have sneak attack against you. It does not have a friend.
Thank goodness. I can take 6.
And Veris, it is your turn.
Yeah, Veris yells out to this other rat folk. I'm frankly embarrassed to call you any member of my kin. You have done a disservice to all of rat kind and all of rat folk in behaving in such a discourteous manner, he says, as he's going to cast vicious mockery on the rat folk.
Awesome. That's a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Natural 1. We entered from the perspective of this rat folk. He's had a tough life. He's done things he regrets. He looks back at his rat wife that left him because of a thing that he had to do. And we're brought through this saga of this rat just trying to make things meet. Make the pocketbook work. And you just string of insults, striking true and home against this rat folk. What happens? 1d4 psychic, right?
Yeah, it's just a 3. 3 psychic.
3. Disadvantage on attack rolls, right? So there's like another effect.
Disadvantage on the next attack roll, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. This rat folk is just like dazed and stunned and like very introspective about this vicious mockery you've done.
Single rat tier.
A single rat tier.
Just adding insult to injury as he's about to die, I just make him regret.
Literally make him regret every choice he's ever made.
Yrsimagor.
I'm gonna kill you, but I'm gonna make you feel really bad before you die. Speaking of feeling really bad, as this orc comes in with these 2 attacks, let me roll before I narrate this. I rolled the inspiration die because I don't want it to just waste it. Don't die with inspiration, right? Uh, that gives me a total of 19 on the die, so another 26 to hit.
That hits.
And that's going to deal... I rolled a 1 on the damage die, but that's plus 7, so that's 8 points of damage.
Describe it to me, please, how you finish off this orc.
So as he tried to hit me with those 2 weak attacks, I barely even... The first one that he tries to hit me with, I just barely move my head and dodge out of the way. And the second one, I grab his wrist in the same way that other orc had grabbed mine, bending it until he drops the blade. And while he's distracted by that, I'm just slowly burying my blade up to the hilt in pushing it through this orc until the light leaves his eyes, and then I will let him fall off the blade to the ground.
He coughs up and spits blood in your face. His last act he can do before he dies. "We've got intruders!" he yells out as loud as he can, but it's not even that loud because he's choking on his own blood. And as a reaction, this rat folk, seeing his companion die, will chirp, kind of chirp and squeak a bit and say out in a shrill voice, "We've got intruders!" But that shrieks through the rest of the Skymetal halls.
How far? I'm trying to see this whole thing. Where did they come from? They came from this area off to the right.
It came from this north. There was a door here. There was a door here that opened up.
Okay.
And they ran through, investigating the sounds of the thylacines.
It's just outside. Wait, what's my speed? 30. It's just outside of my 30 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and dash anyway. Because I have Adrenaline Rush that lets me dash as a bonus action, which also gives me 2 temporary hit points. So I'm going to dash all the way up here into this doorway, preparing for anybody else that might try to come rushing in.
Awesome. What you do see when you round that corner is another room sectioned off here. Beyond. This room is... The walls of this chamber are battered and dented, and there's these flickering lights overhead that give it an eerie glow. There's this mound of rubble here in the northern section of the room, where parts of the wall itself is caved in into ruin. There are just these numerous containers strewn about the room in these haphazard piles, as well as you see some desks and chairs, and an open door. I guess you don't really see it, but there's a doorway, an open doorway here, and another doorway down here. But you do not see any more signs of whoever will be with these humanoids.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Daeralei, it is your turn.
I am going to try to blast this last one that's in front of me. Let's just pray the dice are nice. So that's a 22 and a 19. So 19.
Yep. Awesome. This one gets blasted as well. Dying to your Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
And we are going to be staying in initiative order for the time being until
here.
the threat has passed. You move over
Because that's a wall, right? This whole
Yes.
circular wall. So
Yeah,
there's
there
nothing
is-
that can hit behind me. I can just see in front of me, right? Like,
Correct, yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
this
That's
area seems to be some kind of like sloping upwards ramp that goes off into who knows where. This is like a little like alcove area. Great, Veris, your companions have dispatched their foes. These creatures have called out for reinforcements. What do you want to do?
What is like here? Are these just
You
walls?
You see, these are 3 doors, 3 distinct doors, each of them requiring a pass to get through. They would be black access, access, which is a key card that you have access to.
And Veris doesn't like the idea of having things at their back, so he's gonna run to this one.
Okay.
Wants to take a peek inside. Just a small look.
You swipe your key card to have it open, and you see a narrow hallway that begins to kind of go for a bend up and around, leading off to some place that you can't see. See how
He
far
wants
you
to
can
be
probably
very
see it from here.
Yeah, he wants to be very sneaky. He's going to move the rest of his... He can probably get to here, I think.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me, please, at the end of your turn. Tell me what you get.
Four.
Okay. And you can roll me a stealth check, too, because you're being stealthy.
15.
Okay.
Can he dash? I think he is going to use his action to dash.
Yeah, you can dash.
Okay. He's going to move... Yeah. More up here.
Perfect. You're able to see that this like weird curved hallway ends in another black access door.
He's going to... Looks like he can make it right up to the access door, so he's going to do that.
Okay.
that's his
Yrsimagor,
turn.
what would you like to do?
Seeing Veris duck through this door, I'm assuming, since he's going the same way, that if I come in here, I'm probably gonna meet him. So I'm going to come into this room and I guess take a look in this door, assuming that's where I would assume I would meet up with Veris, based on where he went.
Awesome. Yeah, you round that corner and you see what appears to be some kind of small little like storage closet. In here, you see like this numerous multitude of small boxes, discarded like wrappers of some of those like goo tubes you saw earlier. These opened crates scattered through this room, some empty shelves, and like things scattered on the ground as if they were dropped moments ago. Whoever has been in here has been rummaging through these crates and shelves. But otherwise, it seems to be pretty empty of beings.
I'm going to, out of frustration, punch whatever the nearest inanimate object is. Since there's nothing for me to attack or be attacked by, my rage is going to end.
All right. At the end of your turn, roll me a d6, please.
4.
All right. Daeralei, it is your turn. You've seen Veris go off in one way and Yrsimagor go off in the other, and you've backed yourself into the corner here. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I'm really hurt. So is it a full action to quaff a potion, or is it a bonus action to quaff a healing?
It is a bonus action on yourself.
Okay. So as my action, I am going to create a packed weapon in my hand.
Ooh.
Along. I don't know what I want to make. Really long, thin sword. So I guess it'd be like rapier-ish, except that it's not a rapier.
A thin dueling sword. Yeah.
Yeah. Thin, but yet very sharp and deadly. And it seems to be made of this darkness darker than you've ever seen. But for some reason it has form. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to quaff a healing potion. Healing potions are just what? Regular 2d4 plus 2. Okay. 2d4. 6, 8. I rolled an 8. 8. Heal.
That's your turn. Are you going to move anywhere or no?
No, I think I'm good because I saw Veris disappear into this one door. Yrsimagor is into this other door. At least now I have sight on both of the doors. And could maybe hear if either of them gets into trouble. Plus I can still see the other two doors that remain closed, plus the 2 exits that I see that are from this room. So I think I've got a good vantage point of being able to see anybody approaching us without them seeing me, unless of course they come from the bottom or these doors. So I'm going to stay there for now.
All right. Roll me a d6, please. Tell me what you get.
I'll laugh if I get a 4 as well. I got a 4.
Okay. Veris, in front of you, the door slides open, and you see face to face with you is another one of those rat folk that you've seen just moments ago. He goes, "Ah, shit!" and like fumbles the crossbow that's in his hand and instinctively pulls the trigger and shoots at you, but using at disadvantage because of the close range. It's going to be a 13 to hit you.
That hits.
Okay, so even though it was a rush shot, it still hits you for 3 points of piercing damage. And you see another one round the corner. "Ah, is this the intruder? This little mouse?" Says the other rat folk as he hops up on the table, seeing that you're smaller even than he is, and levels his crossbow, pointing it at you, but he does not shoot. He asks you, "What are you doing here?"
You see Veris, I imagine he has it like the crossbow bolt like sticking out of his shoulder as his hands are raised. And listen, we are here in search of something very important, something to help save a friend, a very dear friend. And I will say that we did just dispatch of all of the rest of your friends in the other chamber there, and I don't see any issue with dispatching of you two as well. I would prefer,
so you're
however...
not with Mayenda then. And he
Oh, wait, hold on. Can Veris, like... No, wait, hold on.
Sure, you see the rat, begin to, pull the trigger. Are you trying to intimidate the... You're trying to intimidate the rat folk from shooting? By, saying, "We've killed your friends, we're gonna kill you too"?
No,
Or are you trying to use persuasion to,
I think he's trying to be persuasive. He's not trying to be intimidating, because he can't. He's like, come on, let's...
All right.
Wait.
You roll a persuasion at disadvantage to go wait as he's about to shoot you.
Okay. Is there anything that I have? No, not really. Okay. Ah! Can I use 3 to...
Yeah, 3 domain relics to reroll? Absolutely.
Would I still reroll it
Oops.
Reroll another disadvantage, yeah.
another disadvantage?
As in just like another 2 dice, take the lowest, yeah.
Okay. Okay. 16.
The wait works. It's like, what do you say to this rat folk who has his crossbow leveled at you to stay his trigger finger?
Whatever they're giving you, whatever they're paying you, we can triple it.
He seems convinced by like the cadence of your voice. Like you don't talk like a scrapper like he does. Triple, huh? The other one looks up to him. With that kind of coin, we could just gut him here and take it for ourselves.
I'm
No.
not stupid enough to have the coin with me.
Yeah.
I have the coin though. As you can see, I'm a very well-dressed rat. I will tell you, I am also a rat, not a mouse. Common misconception. But you know, I could have there could be lots more for you if you would just put down your crossbow, maybe help us out a little bit. What do you say, rat to rat?
Help you out with what?
Well, first of all, not killing us. That'd be really great.
You're
But
telling me you'll pay me triple what I'm getting here just to forget that you came through here?
I wasn't finished. You might also be able to help us find. We're looking for like a serum to help Conir.
Yeah, you are looking for a serum to help Conir Bane, yes.
We know that it's like some kind of. Do we know it's a serum? No, we just know it's a thing.
Well, you're looking for some kind of cure that might exist in this thing, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're looking for some kind of healing serum. You see, our friend was down here previously, and something happened to him that made him very sick. We're looking to help him. If you can help us with that, and only if, and we all survive, I will give you triple whatever you were promised and paid.
The one rat folk looks to the other. There's like they share a knowing look between the two of them. They look down at you. Make a persuasion roll, please.
Oh God!
With not a disadvantage, just a normal disadvantage roll. Oh, sorry, a normal persuasion.
Just a normal disadvantage.
Yeah, a normal persuasion, please.
Oh God, that's an 11.
Listen, we don't want to be known for betraying our clientele, you know? That doesn't give us a good reputation, doesn't give us more buyers.
Okay, let's haggle. That's all part of a good deal, right?
Pay us your coin and we'll let you pass. We'll just pretend like we didn't see you. The others went out searching for intruders. We can say nothing came through this way. 100 gold.
Well,
Say nothing.
Like I said, I do not have the gold with me here and now. That would be
They're looking
stupid.
for you.
Right. Can't you just say that we're here with you?
Well, I could... You might have to change what you're wearing real lickety-split here, and then, just... You have to figure out how there's another one of us just appeared out of nowhere. You know? Even the dimwits, those orcs, they can still do math, you know.
I mean, well, what's another rat, right? So it
No
works.
one's gonna recognize you. You can't talk like us. You certainly don't look like us. 100 gold. And we'll let you pass through.
But that doesn't help. There's no assurance that you're going to let me pass through to remain alive once I pass through. No. I wasn't born yesterday. I do know some kind of how
Letting you
this...
pay 100 gold for me not to shoot you right now where you stand.
To be fair, like I said, we did kill 4 of your other friends, and you did just shoot me, and I am bleeding quite badly. Listen, I'll pay you 50 now, and 50 once we've done being here what we're doing, if we're alive.
50? Show me.
Earth does not have 50 gold.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't think. No.
Okay.
He's wait, 1 second. Hold on. He's looking and says, I must have left him with my dear friend Yrsimagor. You know, he's better at counting money than I am. Much more intelligent.
With a name like Yrsimagor? I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, you see, he was an accountant for his tribe.
The two of them share some glances. They don't buy what you're going for here.
Veris is in trouble. He is saying things now just to say them.
And then so the one that's on the one that's not on the table looks up to the one on the table and says, "Just shoot the damn rat." And the one on the table.
Can Veris look at the other? He sees this door. Can he surmise that it leads to?
Yeah, probably. You're a quick little cunning rat. Yeah.
He's smart.
Mm-hmm.
What key card number is it?
It's also black.
Also black. Would he be able to do something, or?
You can make an acrobatics roll if you want to like.
He wants to try and open
the.
the.
Yeah. So you can make an acrobatics roll contested against this rat folk's attack roll with the crossbow, and whoever wins gets to do the thing.
Cool. All right. 5.
6.
No. No.
You leap, trying to swipe the key card. You miss. The rat folk levels the crossbow, and seeing that you kind of fumble for the leap, and is able to catch you with the crossbow bolt, dealing you, because you are in sneak attack range, a very vital 15 points of piercing damage against you.
Does he still get the key card? Is he still able to open the door, but after?
Yes.
Okay.
You're able to like lunge through, opening the key card. Yrsimagor, you'd see behind you Veris like leaping through this door now open with like a crossbow bolt in some like vital part of you, like in your shoulder blade, poking out of your back or something. And that was the rat folk's turn, which brings it to the top. Yrsimagor, it's your turn to react now. What do you do seeing Veris pop out of this top here?
I guess immediately kind of come over to see what's going on, and seeing that Veris now has 2 crossbow bolts sticking out of him. I will actually. Do I have line of sight on from where I'm at right now on that one on the table?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I'm going to describe what I want to do, and you tell me if I can do it. Well, I guess it's dependent on just the one thing. I can move through Veris' space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then that's what I want to do is seeing Veris wounded, I'm going to go ahead and I want to do that first. I'm not going to rage yet because I need my bonus action for something else. I'm going to step over Veris. With these oh shoot, I have my longsword out, don't I? So I can't do that anyway. Alright, screw it. I'm raging. Seeing the state that Veris is in, I'm going to step over you, little buddy, and try to shield you with my body. As I'm stepping through the door, intending to go after the guy on the table. As soon as I see this first guy closest to the door, I'm just gonna stick him with the pointy end, and I'm going to attack recklessly because I totally forgot I can do that. That is a 15, so that's a 22 total to hit.
That hits.
My D10 go. That is a 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 2 for raging is 14 points of damage into the little rat dude.
The little rat goes, oh shit. As you're able to dispatch him in one blow. Go ahead and describe that for me.
Yeah, I think, like I said, just as I'm stepping through the door, and seeing him, I drive the sword all the way through the rat until it hits, until it meets resistance of the wall. And then with my free hand, I'm going to point at the rat on the table as I make a slashing motion, doing a final cut to finish off the first rat as I'm just pointing, "You're next."
Right. Daeralei, it is your turn. You've seen Yrsimagor charging through that room, and you hear the sounds of slashing and cutting and oh shit, in a voice you do not recognize. What do you want to do?
And did I hear from the door that Veris went in? Did I hear Veris?
His voice probably didn't carry far enough.
Okay. And I hear nothing from anywhere else, like behind me or
Correct.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Then I will use my entire move and dash to go 60 feet. Oops. Yeah, so not take me right behind Yrsimagor.
All right. It is now the rat's turn. He's going to shakily level the crossbow at you, Yrsimagor, and try to plant it between your eyes.
At advantage?
At advantage. So he gets automatic sneak attack. That's going to be a 22 to hit, dealing you 16 points of piercing damage, which gets rounded down to 8.
No, it doesn't. Oh, wait, yeah,
Oh,
it does, because I
doesn't?
did rage. Sorry.
You are raging, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I confused
and
myself in what I was doing.
The rat hops down from the table, yelling out behind to the south, "They're up here! They're up here!" And scuttling down, fleeing. 7, 10. Disappearing through the hallway to the south here. Now, it would be Veris's turn, but Veris is busy. M is busy, BRBing right now.
Nope.
Oh, never mind.
M has BRB.
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil, M, it is your turn. The rat folk on the table shot a nasty crossbow bolt into Yrsimagor, dealing a bunch of damage, and then hopped down from the table, yelling, "They're up here! They're up here!" and dashing off through this doorway through the south here. It is now Veris' turn. You are currently like beneath Yrsimagor right now. What do you want to do?
We are in quite the pickle. I mean, first off, Veris is gonna cast Cure Wounds on Yrsimagor.
Just reaching up with your hand, touch his ankle. Touch him on the calf.
Yep. 10 points. Oh boy, this is, well, this did not go as well as I had thought. I thought myself quite adept with the fine art of negotiation, but it seems as though they were not as keen. Veris just is, it looks like he's at a loss, so that's his turn. Should we retreat?
Yrsimagor, it's your turn. Your little companion asks you what to do. Yrsimagor, what do you want to do here?
I'm raging, so I'm not exactly thinking straight. I'm just gonna look down at Veris. Find somewhere safe. And I'm going to pursue this dude. So that leaves me like 12 feet of movement once I get here. So as I get to this point here, what do I see?
Yeah, you bend down the corner. You see a great chamber before you. Oh, that's the wrong tool. Here we go. I have to do some multiple cuts here. You see before you this great round chamber that is multi-tiered. You see that this area up here is like a balcony that overlooks a staircase that goes down. Along the north and south walls are like just these rows upon rows of like machines and screens that all seem to be flickering in some kind of strange pattern, like non-pattern. They're just cobbled and broken. There is a strange altar with two braziers on the southern corner. This altar appears to be some kind of upraised claw or talon. There's like a mound of junk in the area underneath the altar, almost as if where someone would put an offering. There is, and these doors here on the right hand are immense black metal doors framed by a rotating arch of pulsing red lights that go around them, around these circular doors. And there is a strange glass-like table down here on the lower area of the floor. You see before you the rat that like shot you between the eyes has scurried back, as well as a gaggle of more of these like orcs and rats. And notably, some rope fists. They seem to have turned around. They were heading to the south, and have now kind of like turned direction at the sound of "They're up here." You see that they're coming in from some kind of room filled with a bunch of machinery that seems dormant. But you are vastly outnumbered here. You can tell that for sure. What do you want to do as you see this?
Yeah, I think sort of skidding around the corner. I'm going to. So I used about 17 feet of my movement. I'm going to reach down to my belt, grab one of my throwing axes, and just chuck it at the back of this rat as my action. So that is going to be 22 to hit. And will deal 12 points slashing damage to him. And then I am going to turn to my companions and yell, "Run!" As I'm going to use more of my movement. Let's see. So I would have 13. So I'm going to bonus action dash, which will give me enough to get back into this room here. Attempting, as I run past Veris, attempting to sort of help. If I have to, and sacrifice movement, whatever, I'll try to drag him.
Yeah, you can like scoop him up and like football carry him if you want.
And looking at Daeralei, we won't survive this. Not yet.
Elevator. Or floating platform. Or whatever it's called.
We need to get out of here. So that would put me roughly in here with the stopping to pick up Veris. They should be able to link you to me, like you're on my you're under my arm.
Right, you drag him out. Daeralei, it's your turn. Your large orc goes, "Run!" What do you want to do?
If Yrsimagor is running, I think we need to run. So I can get to about here with a double move. So.
All right. This rat comes back up here, hops on the table, tries to fire at you once more, Yrsimagor, as you're running away for its turn with a crossbow bolt, getting a 10 to hit, which does not hit you. This orc can go 33, 20, able to move and dash with his bonus action in the same way that you do, and catch up to you, Yrsimagor, and swing at you with a big barreled club made of metal to attack you, getting a 11 to hit you.
I imagine reflexively, since I'm holding Veris, that I don't use Veris, but I intentionally swing Veris around so that I deflect the club with Veris's wooden backpack chest thing.
And in close pursuit, the rope fists, the other rats, come racing through this room to catch up to you, seeing you fleeing. That brings us to your turn, Veris. You are being held by Yrsimagor, but you have free reign to do whatever you'd like. What would you like to do?
I mean, Veris is just going to continue to be held. He is going to use his action. I can imagine he's being like football carried, and so he just like taps on your Simagor's arm. Are you still not doing good? Great.
I'm
for
doing
health?
better. Since the last 2 attacks have missed me from the last heal, plus I gained 2 temp hit points. I mean, I'm bleeding a lot, but I'm better than I was going into
Yeah,
coming this way.
Veris doesn't want to lose his
Ride?
taxi. Yeah, so his Uber. So he's going to cast another Cure Wounds. You just have this little rat that is like spamming Cure Wounds on you. For 9 points.
As long as the amount you're healing me is greater than the amount of damage they're doing, we'll be good.
Yrsimagor, it is your turn as Veris heals you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna take a swing at I'm gonna swing recklessly at this orc. That was an 18 and a 19, so that's a 26
That'll hit.
to hit. I can only attack one-handed because I've got Veris under my other arm, so that's gonna be a D8 instead of a D10. Let's see, that's a 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 2 for raging is 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points. Awesome. That was your attack. Anything else for your turn?
No. I don't want to risk drawing the opportunity attack.
Okay. Daeralei, it is your turn. You've seen that Yrsimagor has stopped following you, instead turning and staying behind to hold his ground, fighting, swinging, attacking. What do you want to do, Daeralei?
Yeah, I'm not sure I would actually really notice that he's not following me yet, because maybe he's just slower or whatever. So I'm still following along the plan. I'm going to continue to the mouth of the elevator, where I would like to then hold an action, if I can, to shoot an Eldritch Blast at the first enemy I see out of any of the coming to this room. Like, because I know there's multiple doors, and I'm just waiting. So, if you will, that's what I would like to do.
All right. It is now the scrappers' turns. The orc tries to again smash you with this big club of his, getting a 23 to hit, which connects, dealing you 11 bludgeoning damage, rounded down to 5 because of your rage. The 3 rat folk step into being able to shoot at you. You're gonna have a bit of cover because of the angles here from the 3 attacks that they're making against you. So you're gonna treat your AC as 2 higher than normal for these attacks from the rat folks, because they twang, pepper you with crossbow bolts. It's going to be a 15, a 10, and a dirty 20.
Yeah, even with the bonus +2, the dirty 20 will hit. And
Right, this one,
flavor-wise, I imagine I'm turning away so that Veris is... I'm turning my body so that Veris is shielded completely by me.
right. You take a nasty crossbow bolts from getting shot somewhere exposed, taking 13 piercing, rounded down to 6 because of your rage. And the rope fists will continue their movement to catch up to you, and they are able to... Oh, they can't... Okay, one of them can get to you, hitting you through these these crates, but the other one can't. So he's actually going to go around through this corridor to try to pinch you off from the other side. That's 10, 20, 30... Okay, not quite through the door. But so this would trigger you seeing the rope fist. You'd have line of sight Daeralei on the rope fist. He hasn't like entered the room with you, but you've seen him.
So can I shoot at him then?
Yes,
Like
yes,
blast him?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Nope. That's a nat 1. So
Tamiko
Wanna
gave
use-
us
wanna
Tamiko gave us
three-
do you
5
want me to use?
domain.
I will love to use it. Yes.
Yeah, use 3 of them.
Was it? Oh, so then I rolled a 2. So that's an 8 to hit.
8 is not enough to hit.
Stupid.
That is their turns. Veris, it is your turn. You see your companion getting peppered with arrows. You're bludgeoned by weapons, surrounded by enemies. What do you want to do, Veris?
I'm gonna look at you, Veris, where I've sort of shielded you from these attacks, and I'm just gonna look at you and go, "Run! I'll be right behind you." And if Veris chooses to run, if you'll allow it, I would like to absorb any opportunity attacks.
I almost imagine you like kind of like if you feel Veris like moving, I imagine you almost like throw him a bit behind you.
Yeah,
He will not be getting opportunity attacks because of you shielding. You get free reign to move out, Veris, if you wish, without opportunity attacks.
Veris is gonna move out as far as he can, but he's gonna turn around and he's gonna yell, "I'm not leaving you, my friend." As he says that, he's gonna try and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at who's the biggest looking guy?
orc probably.
Yeah, the orc. Yeah. So that's a wisdom.
Wisdom from the orc makes sense.
Yep.
17 on the die for a total of 15.
Oh, that is ah. Well, that's it.
All right. So you're moving 30 feet then? Oh,
Yeah.
back. So you're able to leave this room with your movement,
But
getting about.
he is
here.
watching to make sure that Yrsimagor is coming.
Awesome. And that brings us to the top. Yrsimagor. Veris has ran off, trying to weave an enchantment spell to reduce one of them to laughter, but he shrugs it off. You stand here, face full of adversaries. What do you want to do?
Seeing that Veris has made it away, I'm going to let my sword clatter to the floor as you just see those claws sort of they happen when I rage anyway, but you just almost for flavor, you just see them kind of like when Wolverine does the slow extraction of his claws. And I'm going to recklessly attack the orc with my fists. And that's going to be... I'm going to roll a real die for this. That's a 17 for the first attack. Oh, wait, that's with advantage. Yeah, it's a 17. So that's going to be 3 plus 4, 7 plus 2 is 9 points of slashing. And I'm going to immediately follow it up with a second attack, also reckless.
Just like the other orcs, this one enters a rage as a reaction from being dropped below half health.
The second attack is a 14.
14 hits.
Oh, good. I rolled double 8s on the dice. That's going to be 2, 6, 7, 8 more slashing.
Gets halved down to 4. You hack and claw at this orc, and it stands He stands strong, tall, stalwart against your blows. Definitely bloody, definitely close to death, and because he is close to death, he is that much more dangerous. Daeralei, it is. I guess Yrsimagor, anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. Daeralei, it's your turn. You're muted.
Thank you. I'm going to move out like 12 feet here to get a better line of angle at this guy, and I'm going to blast him. My hit, it's this tiny little doorway I'm trying to get through. It's just nasty. That's an 11 to hit.
11 is not enough to hit.
And then with my remaining movement, I'm going to come back, kind of go around the corner a little bit.
All right. It is now the foe's turns. The Rope Fist and the Orc both make attacks against you, Yrsimagor. The Orc attacking twice to try to bludgeon you. It's going to be a 13 and a 23 to hit you.
As a reaction, Veris wants to use that 23. He's going to use his reaction for cutting words. To reduce that attack roll.
Okay, by how much? Or is it disadvantage?
Nope. Reduces it by 3.
So a dirty 20 against you instead.
It'll still hit. Just
That would be
slightly less hard.
It'll be 6 bludgeoning for a total of 3 bludgeoning against you. The Rope Fist tries to attack you like over these crates, so we'll do so with disadvantage. Punching you twice.
Not to give myself any more trouble, but all of these attacks should be with advantage against me because I did attack recklessly.
Okay, perfect. So that'll counter this disadvantage from hard to hit here. So that'll be a regular hit and a regular hit. So we have 13 and an 8 to hit you. So those should both be misses. And then again, these rats are going to try and pepper you with arrows. They have advantage against you.
They're almost worse than the Orc in the Rope Fist.
They get advantage, but you get 2 bonus AC from the cover. So it's going to be a really low roll. 13, a 17 to hit, and then a 21 to hit. So if a 17 hits, that's 2 hits.
The 17 will not hit because of the bonus 2 for cover.
Oh, cool. Okay, so only 1 hit. This one is sneak attack, though. So that's going to deal you 17 piercing, divided by 2, down to 8 piercing damage from this sneak attack.
So right now, while I'm raging, getting pummeled by this orc and peppered with arrows and the Rope Fist, I imagine he's hitting me, but he's not really doing any damage. I'm not showing any signs of weakness, but I'm also not showing any signs of backing down. The only sign of weakness is the blood leaving my body, which it's doing so in large quantities.
Daeralei, the Rope Fist, rounds the corner, entering the elevator with you and trying to punch you twice with these rope fists of his. 2 attacks against you. That's going to be a 17 to hit and a 9 to hit.
17 will hit.
That will be 7 bludgeoning. Veris, it is your turn. You see to the right there is a Rope Fist coming barreling down and to beat up Daeralei. Yrsimagor is getting surrounded and swarmed. You see arrow after arrow plunge into his flesh. He's getting brutalized by these melee attacks as well. What do you want to do, Veris?
Yeah. Veris is gonna yell at Yrsimagor. I'm not going to leave you, and I don't want to die. So you need to run now, or else both you and Daeralei are going to die, he says as he is, like, trying to get Yrsimagor to, like, run away, like, from these, as he will not.
Get out of here. I'm holding them up.
You are
so
going
you
to be
can
a
make
martyr
it.
for absolutely no reason.
I don't know
This
what
is
that
ridiculous
means.
and foolish, he says. It's like they're both bleeding. This is ridiculous and foolish. We need to leave now. He says, he is going to try again to, yeah, he's gonna try again, I guess, at the orc to make him burst into laughter. That's, yeah, to get him down. Another wisdom save.
The orc gets a total of 0 on the saving throw.
Yeah, great. He thinks this is hilarious. So he falls prone, and so Veris is like, Yrsimagor, like, I've taken care of one for you. Run, come, let's protect Daeralei, he says. And can he? I don't know. Can you can't, like, ready a movement, can you?
No, you can't really.
Okay. Because he doesn't want to move until he sees Yrsimagor moving.
You know what? Let's say that you can ready a movement here. I think that you can move if Yrsimagor moves.
Okay.
That will bring us then to Yrsimagor. The orc in front of you, you see him, like, begin just bellowing in laughter, falling prone, kicking, holding his big chest, ha 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 ha, like laughing on the ground, kicking and laughing. The Ropefist looks down confused and realizing, seeing Veris casting his magical spells, that it was a magical spell that put his companion under in this trance. Yrsimagor, what do you want to do, seeing all this, hearing Veris pleading behind you? What do you want to do?
I wonder. I don't think I've ever actually used this. I'm going to shove the rope fist and try to knock him down.
Okay.
So that I can then take off running after Veris.
Baldur's Gate 3 style, baby.
Seeing that the orc's already down. So that's an athletics check.
Could I argue for advantage because Veris threw off the rope fist by having the orc just burst out laughing?
Do you want to have given a bardic inspiration to Yrsimagor for this? Or are you all out?
I'm all out.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? I can spend a tome or a relic and roll with advantage.
Yeah, spend a relic to roll with advantage. There we go.
Do it.
All right.
Right, athletics check, please.
Athletics is +6.
With advantage.
Natural 20. Yes! I got a 16 and a 20.
All right, you succeed. The rope fist got a very measly 5 for his athletics. So go ahead and describe to me
the
this
total for
shove that you
mine.
do.
The total for mine was 26 too. So yeah,
Mhm.
I think because he's already tangled up in those boxes.
You just like shove the box then against the
So
wall.
here's what I imagine. He's kind of between two boxes, and he was kind of leaning over, taking shots at me, he turns distracted by this orc that's suddenly fallen over laughing. I look down at the boxes, and with all my might, I kick one of the boxes, basically jamming him at the knees between these two boxes and knocking him toppling over the boxes.
Oh yeah, I love it.
At which point, I will run my 30 feet, which takes me to Veris.
Veris, you can use a movement as well.
Yeah,
because
Veris
you
is
see Yrsimagor coming.
perfect.
Wait.
Yeah.
This might be pushing it, but I'm going to ask anyway. Can I pull a Star Wars move on my way through this door? Does it have some kind of a control panel?
This door, yes. You
Because
want to like swoosh it closed?
I want to flavor it kind of like in Star Wars, just bashing the control panel to cause it, like on the way through, just smash the control panel, or after going through to cause it to slam shut and be disabled.
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Awesome.
The safety activates, and then the door slams behind you.
I turn to where Veris was and go, I told you I'd be right behind you. Behind you.
Right, so that was your action and your move.
That
Anything
I've
else?
used everything.
All right, cool. Daeralei, you are face to face with a rope fist who is trying to duck and weave and pummel you in the ribs before you can get your magic off. What do you want to do?
Well, it was a good thing I have a my dagger, my rapier, my long, deadly dark matter rapier, and I am going to stick it in his gut. Hopefully, that's my plan. 19 to hit.
That hits.
So he's going to take 7 points of piercing damage as this rapier he didn't expect me to have guts him.
All right. Anything else with your turn as you stab him?
No, because I can't do anything else right now.
All right. It's now the rope fist's turn. It's going to kind of duck and weave, trying to get you cornered here in this elevator, punching you twice with 2 punches. It's going to be a 9 and a 17 to hit.
The 17 is going to hit.
It's going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage from an uppercut right in the chest.
Daeralei looks really bad, but she's still standing.
Daeralei and Veris, you see some of the rats beginning to poke out through this corridor. This one can't move, and this one gets up and moves. All right. Veris, it's your turn. Veris, it's your
Okay.
turn. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So Yrsimagor can make it with a dash.
Mhm.
So Veris is going to go to the control panel.
Okay.
Seeing that the others are coming, he's gonna dodge out of the way of this rope fist and Daeralei. He's gonna go to the control panel and he's gonna hold the action to hit the button for as soon as Yrsimagor gets into the
This
elevator.
movement will trigger an attack of opportunity. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Well, you get struck with a nasty kick on your way by for 23 to hit
Yeah.
for 3 points of bludgeoning.
Whew. Okay.
All right, you
That's
move.
fine.
Your action is held to activate the elevator as soon as Yrsimagor enters. Is that what you said?
Yeah, as soon as he enters, he's gonna hit the
All right.
button.
Okay, perfect. Yrsimagor, it is your turn.
I'm gonna make the movement, and using the dash to complete the movement. I'm gonna push in kind of interposing myself through to here. I'll stay near him if I can stop the opportunity attack, but if I need to draw an opportunity attack, I will.
You've already used an opportunity attack, so he
Oh.
cannot make another one.
Then I'm going to stand right here. Too bad I used all my adrenaline rush, because that would have been a bonus action. That's fine. That's fine.
Yrsimagor is now inside the elevator, which means, Veris, your held action goes off here as you activate the panel, swiping and hitting the button to go down to the science deck. You see behind you, the elevator doors close, and you begin to plummet. All of you feel your stomachs going up into your chest from, oh no, it's the other way around. You feel like lighter on your feet as you feel like you're falling and plummeting, though nothing around you is moving. We're gonna have one more round of, we're gonna have rounds of combat inside this elevator as you descend into the earth. That was Yrsimagor's turn. Daeralei, it is your turn.
I'm going to slash out with the rapier again. Try to stick it in the guy's gut. Oh, that's a 10 to hit. It's a little crowded here now.
10 misses. The rope fist again tries to like knock that weapon from your blade, but and sees both of you. Will do like one on each of you to try to attack both of you. So against Daeralei, that is a 13 to hit, and Yrsimagor, that's 22 to hit.
Misses me.
It's me.
All right, Yrsimagor, you take 3 bludgeoning, which is, I'm assuming you're still raging. Oh, you didn't.
I'm not. I didn't attack. That's why I just went, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's
You take
fine.
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still up.
Veris, it's your turn. The elevator is plummeting now down to the science floor. What do you want to do?
Veris, I imagine he like squeezes in between Daeralei and Yrsimagor, and he's just gonna take his little short sword and just gonna like this rope fist. I think this is the first time Veris has ever brandished a weapon.
Ooh, all right. Let's see how instinctual it is for him.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
Oh no! All right.
Another clutch 20.
How much damage is this then? So it's max plus a roll.
Okay, so max. Okay, I don't like that it auto. It auto. So max is 8. As 12 points.
12 points. Go ahead and describe this for me. How did you land such a lucky blow?
Well, I imagine that the rope fist is so preoccupied by Daeralei and Yrsimagor, who are much taller than Veris is, that Veris is able to just kind of slip underneath and like, I don't know, cut his calf or the back of his knees or something, like
Hamstring
is able
him.
to just hamstring him, just like get a really, really good slice in that he has been completely open. You would hear like a little squeak of like terror as this is, I think, probably the first time Veris has ever drawn blood, like not from a spell or anything like that, but from up close and personal with a melee weapon. And so he's I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry, he says, as he...
Alright. Yrsimagor, it is your turn.
I'm going to attack him with my... I'm going to attack him with... Let's see, where did we go? My fist. It's a 13 to hit.
13 is not enough to hit. He dodges out of the way. though, the stumbling from the getting hamstrung by the mouse.
Yeah, I just realized I pulled a really stupid move, and I told myself not to do this, and in the heat of the action, did it anyway. Before I was pummeling on the rope fist and the orc in that room, I threw my sword on the floor. And I had told myself, remember to scoop it up on your way out. I didn't. So I left my magic longsword on the floor.
Skymetal longsword, right?
It was Riker,
Yeah.
the Skymetal +1 longsword.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to I'm not going to remove it from my inventory in the hopes that I can find it again because it's custom. I'm just going to unequip it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wishful thinking. But yeah, I just used a straight up unarmed strike trying to hit this guy, and I rolled 7. So that was 13 total and missed.
All right. Daeralei, it is your turn.
I am going to try to get this guy again. We'll try. We'll do this. Maybe. What is it? Oh, nope. I didn't. I'm sorry. Veris, you get to be the hero.
All right. It is the rope first's turn again. Seeing down at his feet the little mouse that he thought he kicked away with a bloodied short sword from where it was in his leg moments ago. He tries to kick you and punch you, Veris, in revenge. Be 2 attacks against you, Veris, a 23 and a 10.
The 23 hits, yeah.
It'll be 8 points of bludgeoning.
I imagine he gets, Varys hamstrings him and he winds back, and Varys' little rat body flies against the side of the elevator with this like horrific bone crunching smack, and Varys slides down prone on the floor and does not get up.
Well, Veris, it's now your turn. Give me a death save, please.
The 10.
All right, that's a pass. Yrsimagor, it is your turn.
Seeing Veris go down, I'm gonna burn my last rage. That's gonna definitely put me in a rage. I'm going to, it's like a straight up primal roar, just right in this rope fist face, hopefully so that he just knows he effed up, and he effed up bad. And this time there's no slow movement of the claws. They come out rapidly as I'm gonna hit him 2 times in rapid succession. I don't care if the first one kills him, I'm still gonna hit him. And I'm attacking recklessly. That's gonna be, where's my actions? I think it's +6. 17 for the first one. And a 24 for the second attack.
It's 2 hits.
So that's gonna be 10 plus 8 is 18. +2, so 22 total of slashing from my beast claws.
Go ahead and describe how.
I actually want to describe this in a very simple way. As right after Yrsimagor roars in anger at Veris being knocked unconscious, the next thing we see is the next floor where the elevator is going to arrive, and you just hear ding, and the elevator door opens, and there's Yrsimagor with two bloody fists, and this rope fist is just mush.
Awesome. The elevator opens up. The bloodied rope fist on the ground. The doors part, revealing the science deck. Veris is dying behind you. Daeralei, your packed weapon is covered, slick with blood. Yrsimagor, you're slick with blood as well. That is where we're going to be ending our session tonight. Veris on death's door, the party in shambles, and we'll find out what happens
No,
next session.
Veris.
That was, oh my gosh, that was the most tense session. Veris.
We didn't TPK though.
So, I mean, it's a good thing that you were sticking behind and not leaving like Yrsimagor told you to, because I had every intention of what I was going to do was, if you hadn't succeeded on Natasha's hideous laughter, if it hadn't played out that way, I was gonna throw my second throwing axe at the control panel to close the door between us. And basically just sacrifice myself so that you guys could get away. I knew we couldn't outrun them. The only thing that helped was the orc was prone, and I was able to knock the rope fist down prone so that we could get out of there. So that was absolutely epic. The whole thing was awesome, but that whole last half of the fight sequence, after Veris tried to negotiate and failed, I was sitting on. Well, when that rope fist hit me in the elevator, I only had 5 hit points. I only have like 2 hit points right now. So I got close.
I've only got 2 hit points as well.
I knew you had to be close too. And I was getting, every time you healed me, I was down to like 5 or 6 hit points at that time. I think I was at 8 one time when you healed me. So I got up to 16. And then I had the 2 temp HP from the last adrenaline rush. So, whoo! I couldn't believe when I threw my sword on the ground. In my head, I said, "Remember to scoop that up when you run out of here." And then in the midst of everything, yeah, it's like in Baldur's Gate 3 when you don't realize you've been disarmed and you lose one of your really good weapons.
And then you're wondering why you're like, why am I doing 1 point of damage?
Why am I punching this guy? Oh man, no, that was fantastic. Yeah, I guess I'll leave this sitting here with 1 death save success on Veris there, and we'll see what happens next time. In the meantime, we hope to see you on Thursday for our Welcome to Paradise Academy Kids on Bikes game. We should be back here in 2 weeks for Skymetal. And of course, on Monday will be our 100th episode of Scribes and Scrolls. The last couple games, we've had some issues with not feeling well and holidays, both the back-to-back, the Canadian and the U.S. Holidays falling on Mondays. So we should be back this Monday. Otherwise, thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you for really to Em and Kaeryn for the resubs for their long periods of time. I just realized 64 months for you. So got Kaeryn beat by 2 months on that. So that's a combined 10 years between the two of you. 15 plus counting Tamiko's. And of course, thank you Tamiko for the 5 community subs, hooking up 5 people with subs, as well as the 5 relics that we really needed. So and of course, thank you if you're somebody that likes to lurk quietly in the chat or maybe you're watching later on the VOD. We appreciate you and hope you enjoy our presentations. And just a huge thank you to everybody here, to our Game Master Vi, Kaeryn M, and though she wasn't able to be with us here tonight, she was here with us in spirit, Sara. Thank you to everybody without whom this would have just been Vi talking to herself for a couple hours. So with that, we're going to go ahead and end this stream the same way we end every stream, and you can say it with me if you want.